Hey everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mr. Guy on Board Game Geek, bringing you episode 5 of our playthrough of the Undercity, an Iron Kingdoms adventure board game, where we have been going for a number of turns now, and doing pretty well. We got just a few turns left to go. There are 4 event cards left before we run out of time, and we don't even have the boss out yet, so I don't know if this is a good thing, if I'm on track or not, as this is my first play of this game ever, other than a little test run I did before picking up the game and playing it for you all. But we're going to get right into it, and first off we're going to have a correction. So while I love living in beautiful Austin, Texas, it's just one of the best places to live ever in the United States, I would think, it does come with some costs, and one of those is being allergies. And for my first several years here I didn't suffer from them at all, and now that I'm in my, 17th year in Austin, I am now suffering from the allergies that just plague the area. And so if you're detecting that in my voice, I apologize. I'm not ill. I'm just having little allergy problems. Anyway, I wanted to discuss the Virtuoso feat. I made an error in the last 2 times I used it. I didn't finish reading the sentence. It would have been helpful. It says, once per round during your turn, you can discard a feat card to gain an additional die on all attack and damage rolls. Drop the lowest die roll in each. So I wasn't dropping the lowest dice roll, just keeping it. As a result of that, I did some double checking, and one of the guys that was killed from up at the top would have not been killed by 1 point. So he would be there with him. Now he would have had to pursue 2, because here 1, 2, 3 sees too far away, and that corner would stop him from shooting, and 1, 2, so he just would have moved to there. But that does put an extra enemy on the board. That's the correction. So now we can get started with the gameplay, and we're going to get started, of course, with the draw of our next event card. Okay, here we go. What kind of trouble are we going to get in here? Devil Rat Swarm. Every character in the space with no other figures makes a hazard roll. Unbelievably, I actually have all 3 of my characters in spaces with no other figures, which is a pretty rare thing, right? A hazard roll means we roll a 5. If we roll a d6, if we roll a 5 or 6, we take a point of damage. So we're going to roll that d6 now. So let's roll for Kenneth. Now this isn't affected by any stats or cards or anything. It's just a straight up roll. So unfortunately that's what we're going to do. Let's see, a 5. Of course, so Kenneth will take a wound. And now we're going to roll for Milo. Okay, here's the die roll for Milo. A 3. He does not take a point of damage. And now for Gardek. He does not take a point of damage, so only Kenneth. There must have been rats swarming all over the side quest Misfit armor that she collected last turn, and they were biting her as she was trying to get the armor out of the scrap pile and put it on. Got to add some thematic storyline there, right? So let's go now. We're going to start with Kenneth's turn. Now, of course, the first thing we do is we roll to see what new enemies come onto the board. This is going to mark our location, and the white die is going to mark which enemy. So it's going to be a Sword Thug, and our current event, the Rat Swarm, is red. So red normally takes priority, but there are more blue sword thugs in the reserve than red ones. So we're going to take a blue one, and that's going to go in the 1 to 3 spawning zone, which is up here. So we're definitely getting some more enemies on the board, and we're going to have a lot more enemies this turn because we're going to be, well, I'll share that with you in a moment. Next, we're going to just get her movement. She's got nobody in range, and she's way down here, so she's going to go 1, 2, and for her action, that's about it. Let me see if she's got a feat card. Now, we didn't draw any feat cards for her because she's already got 3. And she doesn't have anything that's going to make for movement. She does have a brace shot. I wonder if there's nobody within 2 that she could shoot at, unfortunately. And nothing allows her to get some extra movement, so that's going to be it for her. That was a really bad turn. Nothing happening there. I don't like that. And then, of course, next up, we're going to draw our villain action card to end her turn and see what the villains do. Remote Rumble. Activate the villain furthest from you. Well, that will be that blue Sword Thug that we just put down way up at the top of the screen. And he's got nobody in range, so here he is. He's just going to simply move up to there, and that's going to be his entire action. He can't charge or get to anybody within 2 moves, so that he just pursues. He's pursuing the closest hero, which is our guy Milo. So, yeah, let's do that. And by that I mean take Milo's turn. So we're going to roll to see what spawns. And we got a 3 and a 4, so the 3 means we have another Sword Thug. Now the red and blue Sword Thugs in the spawning pool are even in number, so we're going to take a red one. and it is going to appear back up at the top. Well, 4. Nope, it's going to appear at the bottom down here. This crew of guys are piling up. Now, there's normally a 7 model limit to a space, except for on a spawn point. So, just want to bring that up. On the spawn point, you can have as many as you can physically put in the space. In the event that, like, this is what's happening, they're not moving yet. So, now we're going to take Milo's turn. And his turn, unfortunately, I've been debating on this because, I'll show you. We're starting to get surrounded by enemies. I'm almost tempted for him to throw a grenade into here and have him actually back up and search the body, because that would make some more sense. It's still the event that will trigger from that is still going to happen this turn, so I think that's what we're going to do. He is not going to move, which means he's going to get to aim, and he's going to throw. He doesn't have to aim, because when you throw his grenades, it hits automatically. He's going to hit there. Let's see. He only has 1 feat, so we're going to draw a new feat card for him, and we get throw smoke. Play this card during your turn to immediately use a smoke grenade. I don't want to do that. Well, no, these guys aren't. Well, they're within 2. He could still do that, I think. Play this card to cause 1 damage to a large base creature, a gate, or a loose rock in your space. Well, we can save those for the moment. The first thing he's going to do is throw his grenade into this group here. It is going to be his explosive grenade. Yeah, his explosive grenade, which will hit everybody there. It's an AoE attack with a 5 power. And he does get to use his Virtuoso feat if he expends a card. And he will, so he gets the... Because I want the extra die on the damage. Now I have to remember to remove one of those. So out of his 2, I think we're going to get rid of this one. He's not going to need this clear, I don't think. And anyway, if he does, we're getting close to reshuffling the feat cards. Anyway, it might come up again. So he used his Virtuoso feat to get the extra die. He's going to throw the grenade in there with a power 5, so it's going to hit all 3. We'll start with the blue crossbow thug. Or, sorry, all 4 of them. Okay, let's do that. Boom! We're going to get rid of the lowest die, so that's a 5, 9, plus a 5. Okay, he hit, which means the blue crossbow thug is deceased. It is gone. I'm putting that back in the pool. And then that will give him another experience point for the pool. Now remember, so how that works is we gather all this experience at the end. It gets divided evenly, and everybody gets to use it to buy new abilities and things. Okay, the next guy. We are going to do a red, let's do the red sword thug. Oh, big time, because his lowest number is a 5, so he killed this red sword thug. They have a defense of 12, or a armor of 12, by the way. So this one is gone, giving him another experience point. I'm probably going to have to change some of these out for 5s in a minute. Now we got the 2 red crossbow thugs, so that's good. That 1 is gone, and 8 plus a 5 is going to get over the 12 again, so this one is gone. Man, these grenades are really powerful. Wow. And that gives him another experience point. Boom. And then the last one there's 1 more crossbow thug there. Oh man, yeah, he just totally took that guy out big time. This guy's gone. Now he would have been doing 2 points of damage if this were large or creatures with more than 1 hit, but they're not. And there's the experience point for that, and that is going to mark the end of his awesome action. He's not going to move. He wants to stay put because Gerdek's going to back up to his space and help protect him. Or Gardek, really. Okay, great round for Milo, our powerful alchemist, but we have to draw his villain card now since he's not moving. Close combat, activate the villain closest to you. So red priority. And it's going to be the high... Well, it's not going to matter much. Okay, the villain closest to you would be any one of these 3. So we'll say it doesn't specify. Well, it's going to be red because red's the priority this turn, right? Is that correct? Yeah. And yeah, it is correct. So we're going to have a red. Well, I got some mixed up here. There we go. We're going to have a red guy move. I think. Well, he is 2-way, so he can rush. Boom, boom, rush in there, which is going to give him a bonus on his damage roll against Milo. This may not have worked out in my favor after all, but let's go roll that attack against Milo. Okay, again, because he was able to do this middle action, he couldn't do this first one, but he was able to do this one, which allowed him to rush. And that's going to, now remember, his sword gives him a accuracy of 4. Milo only has defense, well, he has good defense, 14 actually. So, got to roll a 10 or better on these 2 dice for the sword thug to hit. He does, unfortunately. And now he does get to do 3 dice of damage. He could do a walloping hit to Milo this turn. Well, let me see. Hold on. No, I was looking to see. Gardeck oftentimes has an ability to intercept attacks, but he couldn't do it this turn. He didn't have the feat for it. So we're going to have to roll. Boom. Well, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, plus 8. That's going to overcome his 12, but not by enough to give him 2 points of damage. So Milo took another hit. Our guys are starting to take damage. I don't know if I like this. This sucks. They did pretty well for a while. And I'm assuming since the card did say close combat and only specified one villain, that's all that's going to happen. Normally it'll say all red villains, all this, if it's going to include more than one. So I'm going to assume that that is the entirety of that. If you disagree with me, let me know, or if you know something different, let me know, please. But that's what it says. Activate the villain closest to you. Where, you know, some of them will say activate up to 4 X villains, things like that. So I have to assume it's only one. Okay, that ends that. Okay, now we're going to move on to Gardeck. But first, we're going to have to do this. Booyah. Well, it's going to be a 5. That's going to be a crossbow thug, and it's going to be down at the bottom. So it'll be a blue crossbow thug because there's more of those in the reserve. So this one comes out. And you'll see where that comes out when I go back to the board. You can see he came out right here, but Gardeck is actually going to back up here. He's not even going to attack this guy. He's going to search this body. And what does that do? Well, let's look at this. It actually has an effect in our game. So it says, finale, when a hero is in the same space as the body marker and there are no villains. Oh, crud. This just delayed us. Man, that really bites. Wait, let me see if I can do something here. Let me look at his cards. He's got Vengeance, nope. Boost, nope. Vulnerable. Oh, he does get to draw a new feat card. Let's see what he gets. Boost and Vengeance, so neither of those are going to help him. He will use one of the boosts, and since... Yeah, he's going to use this boost with the Vengeance just to kill this guy. Man, that's delaying us a whole turn, guys. That really messed us up. I should have done the corpse with Milo, but we're going to use that to boost his attack. Okay, and he moved one, so he's not aiming, but we get the boost on this roll anyway. So he's gonna, and then he's gonna pick Mighty as his great strength ability for the turn. And then once per round during your turn, you can discard a feat card to heal up to 2 wounds. He's probably gonna do that too, and I think he'll use this one, this Vengeance, and beat back here. To do that, that's going to give him 2 health back, and then he's going to get to hit the sword thug hard because he's mad because we couldn't search the body. Okay, well, he's got a boosted attack roll against this guy, so he smacked him hard with his sword, and then he's going to get to roll 3 dice because he took Mighty as his great strength for the round, and so it's going to kill him. This 11 plus his axe has a power of 9. So we do take out the sword thug. Unfortunately, it used up our turn. It does give us another experience point, though. So anyway, now we got to do the villain action card because Gardeck is going to stay there. We're going to get that body resolved next turn, one way or the other, or we're going to lose the game. Okay, down to our final 2 villain actions. We just reshuffle when we run out. Okay, remote rumble. Activate the villain farthest from you. Huh. Well, there's a choice there. So we're going to go by the current event, which is red. That means we're going to activate this guy. He is 1/2 away. I got to remember about corners there. I know corners don't. He can't cut across and make that one, but that still makes him within range, which means he can do a whatever attack. Blah blah blah. You like my blah 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 attacks and stuff that I do? They're pretty cool. A ranged attack or a set shot, which means he's able to aim. Okay, so rolling to hit. He can. Well, let me look at some examples. I want to make sure he can do that across the corner. I'm pretty sure that he can. I don't know. Let me pause. Yeah, he can do that. He can shoot one of them, and it says player to the active player's right. Well, it was Gardeck's turn, so I'm going to say that's going to have to be Milo. So the crossbow thug is going to shoot at Milo. He's going to get to roll 3 dice in his attack. Okay, remember he has an accuracy of 4, which so 5, 8, 9, 10 plus 4 is 14. That will hit Milo's defense exactly. And then so we're going to get 2 dice for damage, but we're going to get to add plus 8, so he's likely he did. He did, well, let's make sure he didn't do 2 points. 5, 9, and 8 is 60. Ooh, he did 2 points. Wait, nope, it's only by 4. He missed doing 2 points by 1. Let me just make sure I did that right. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is 17, rather, so he did do 2 points of damage to Milo. This is bad. As you can see, Milo is starting to get wounded badly. Fighter needs food. Anyway, so he's hurt. He's only got 2 health left. That's not too good. That's not too good. Wow. Okay. Anyway, let's continue on. Hopefully, in the next turn, he's going to get some kind of feat that allow him to heal Mr. Milo. Otherwise, he's in some hot water. But guys, that marks the end of our turn. So thanks for watching. Again, thanks for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Lots of fun stuff here, right? Hopefully we get this body search next episode, or we're going to be in real trouble. So yeah, that's not good. And Candace is going to be back in action. That's awesome, because she is really powerful and healthy, and she's going to get to take out some of these villains as well. So next time, guys, look forward to it. Again, thanks for everything you do. I appreciate it, your commentary, your watching of my videos, your subscribing, all that good stuff. I'll talk to you next time.